want to introduce you to the dangers of using Excel for managing your fixed assets and introduce you to a better way. So first, why is this topic important? You might be thinking to yourself, I'm using spreadsheets to manage my assets now. What should I be worried about? Quite a lot, actually. Spreadsheets are a common starting point for most businesses to begin managing their fixed assets. However, as time goes on, your growing business's needs expand, you add additional employees, the federal tax code continues to become more complex, and all of the dangers of using Excel become more and more apparent until it becomes a stressful source of major business challenges. Keeping spreadsheets up to date can start as a simple process, but quickly grow into a time-consuming burden, as they don't scale well with growing businesses. As your business's needs expand, spreadsheets become more complex, using various formulas and cell dependencies so you can work with your data. Unfortunately, this tends to lead to one or two individuals being the spreadsheet knowledge holder, and if those people leave the business and take that knowledge with them, it can have major impacts on productivity. Additionally, spreadsheets allow the problem of version control to surface. If there's multiple versions of a spreadsheet being worked on, consolidation and deduplication of the data on each one can end up taking more time than entering the data did in the first place. And finally, spreadsheets offer minimal security and access control options, opening the door to dirty data due to a lack of control. So why does this matter? For a number of reasons. First, bad data. Bad data means bad reports, and bad reports mean bad strategic business decisions. Next, if you don't have accurate asset counts and values, you may be overpaying on taxes and property insurance. Further, if you have bad asset counts, you might find that you don't have a business-critical asset on hand when it's needed. And if you don't know the value and condition of your existing assets, your budgets may be inadequate as you don't know what needs to be replaced soon. And finally, as mentioned before, feeding bad data into your depreciation solution can lead to bad calculations and non-compliant tax entries. So, how can you overcome the cost of spreadsheets? Well, one way is to use a solution specifically designed to manage fixed assets, like Sage Fixed Assets. So let's take a closer look at how this solution can make Excel headaches a thing of the past. First and foremost, by putting checks and balances on data entry. Anytime manual processes are used to manipulate data, you run the risk of letting bad data into your asset registry due to human error. Most fixed asset software solutions will enable you to control the human factor by putting checks and balances on data entry and manipulation, maintaining data integrity, and saving time by automating processes. So let's talk about some specific benefits Sage Fixed Assets can provide. First, built-in tax rules and regulations not only ensure you're in compliance, but also mean you never have to create depreciation calculations by hand again, preventing human error. Fixed asset solutions also offer the ability to customize fields to not only meet your need in regards to data, but also mark if a field is required, so that it must be completed in order to save an asset, preventing bad records from being entered. Or, if you want to put an entry mask on a field to limit the number and type of characters that can be entered. Sage Fixed Assets will allow you to further control data entry by creating a drop-down list of selections for any field, removing the chance for typos entirely. And finally, a group and user-based security structure allows you to control both what asset data users can see and what they can or cannot do while interacting with it. Lastly, how does your fixed asset management process fit into your wider financial environment? New assets need to find their way into your fixed asset registry, and the appropriate journal entries need to find their way back out to your general ledger. Sage Fixed Assets provides robust import and export tools to make the flow of new assets and GL entries easy. We also have a professional services team that can build custom automated integrations to almost any third-party ERP system. And for those current Sage ERP users, we offer automated integration right out of the box to save you time and prevent the errors that come from manually transcribing asset data. To summarize, spreadsheets are a good starting point, but they should be only that, a starting point. Spreadsheets have limited security control options, making you vulnerable to dirty data. Taking the next step in building reports off those spreadsheets is time-consuming and open to human error. You should consider investing in a dedicated fixed asset solution as well as integrating it into your existing ERP environment. And as you've seen, a dedicated fixed asset software solution can make spreadsheet woes a thing of the past.